In about a month, around 532,000 people from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela could be deported from the United States. This is due to a recent decision by the Department of Homeland Security to end their legal protection under the humanitarian parole program. This move follows orders from President Donald Trump to end the program, which was initially meant to help people fleeing difficult conditions in their home countries. So, what is humanitarian parole? Humanitarian parole is a special policy used by US presidents to allow people from countries experiencing war, political instability, or disasters to temporarily stay in the US under specific conditions. It's not the same as refugee status, but it lets people enter the country for urgent reasons like safety. However, under the new order, the legal protection for people who entered the US under this program is being revoked. Who does this affect? This policy impacts those who arrived in the US since October 2022 from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. These people were allowed to stay in the US under the humanitarian parole program, but now their protections are being removed. Visa request and asylum applications impacted. Before this new decision, people in the program could stay in the US until their parole expired. They could also apply for things like asylum, visas, or other ways to stay longer. But the Trump administration had already stopped processing these applications, and now this latest move means that many of those hoping to stay longer will face deportation. Legal challenges ahead. This move has already faced backlash in the courts. A group of US citizens and immigrants have sued to challenge the ending of the program and are asking for the protection to be reinstated for the affected nationalities. The courts will now decide whether the program can continue or if the deportations will go ahead. How the US tried to manage the situation. During President Biden's time in the office, the US allowed up to 30,000 people per month from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela to enter the country for 2 years. They were also allowed to work. The US reached an agreement with Mexico to help manage the flow of people, but not all countries were cooperative. Cuba agreed to take back some deported individuals, but Venezuela and Nicaragua refused. Haiti, though accepting many deportation flights, has faced political turmoil, making deportations harder. The bigger picture: since late 2022, more than 500,000 people from these 4 countries have entered the US under this policy. The Biden administration aimed to provide legal channels for migrants while also cracking down on illegal border crossings. But now with this new change, many migrants are at risk of being sent back to countries facing dangerous conditions. What are your thoughts on this? Do let us know in the comments. Till then, keep watching India TV for more updates.